Purifying Cleanse is great. We can potentially play Burn Bright. Restoration Detonation's okay. Fatal Melting, well, it's backline damage. Can't complain. I missed what the bosses were. Pushback, tell us. Gross. Armor foul, that's okay. And then Temperate. Let's see what we get offered though. We get offered Burn Bright and Dark Calling. Interesting. I do like Dark Calling, and I think Awoken has some of the units that you don't mind seeing with Dark Calling. I think Animus of Will Reformed can be quite strong. Animus of Speed is actually okay. And of course Sweepers. Sweepers Reformed. With extra damage, not too bad either. And it does look like we'll probably visit this Awoken banner. Maybe double Awoken banner. Burn Bright's so much simpler though. Use it for good upfront damage and then scale up something along with it. I think we just Burn Bright. Root Split Mask, yeah. I'll take Root. Unit draft, please. I've actually been wondering what the that is original. Oh, my bad. What the best way to do this is? I think it's actually fine that because we drew Purifying Cleanse, we just like play stuff out. I've been thinking about what the best setup is just in case we miss things. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. We may as well do it. Yeah, if we miss the burnout extension, I think it gets trickier. Like, we might not have wanted to play out so many dregs. I don't know what the max damage you can do with just dregs and ranged stewards is though. Whether or not that kills this boss. I imagine it comes very very close. And then we'd have to get rid of this backliner as well. But luckily we don't have to worry about it this run for this fight. Explosive. Entombed Explosive, Purifying Cleanse. What we really want is a reform. But that's not the question. I get. Question is, what do we pick out of these? And I don't think extra Purifying Cleanses hurt. I'm always tempted now to pick up Entombed Explosive, just in case we get offered Legion of Wax. I think Stealth is less useful because we've got such big heals and a reasonable base health to work from. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna pick Entombed Explosive, and then I think Glimmer's really good. I think we pick Razor Sharp Edge. I think we get some damage scaling in. It does mean we're skipping backline damage. We can get offered Vinegrass later, I guess, or we can still pick up a Sweeper. Yeah, I think, or we can even add Spikes, which I guess helps, potentially. Hey, Travi. Welcome, good morning, good evening. Do we just Paraffin Enforcer? Awoken's Rail Spike is also sorry, Awoken Hollow. Doesn't sound too bad either. But Paraffin Enforcer with Rector Flicker. Paraffin Enforcer with Rector. It's hard to like turn that down. That feels like a good pairing. Especially if we can put Paraffin Enforcer into a Sweeper. Yeah. I think that sounds good. With Root Split Mask already? Divine Temple, Divine Horde. Boons, Temple, 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 Temple. Okay, we've got some temples in this run. We finished with the Mission of Magic and the Hellvent. But this Mission is still here, but then the next one is opposite. The next two are opposite removals. Not ideal. And then same with this, right? We've got this Merchant of Magic here. And then no Merchant of Magic rings 4 and 5. But then this is the side with the banner unit, so we'll have to see. We got some nice options to close out the run, like ring 6 onwards. But then we'll have to manage this early half to make sure we visit the right things. Endless. I'm not sure if I like Endless here. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, we can't roll. Well, we can. I guess we can roll. This would go to 90, and then if we really wanted to, we could not take up the take the banner, and we could go to 100, and then we could possibly afford an upgrade. Possibly. Very yeah, very risky, I think. It's 60 to roll and potentially can't even afford what we see. So I don't think we do it. We can True Stone this Fatal Melting. Or Spell Chain the Razor Sharp Edge. Well, we can do nothing. I think we've got plenty of opportunity to pick up upgrades later. Let's just have a look here. Animus of Will. I like Awoken Hollow too. I feel like Paraffin Enforcer into Animus of Will is a thing. Maybe put Quick and Large Stone on it. We'd probably need a reform for it to work. Otherwise, Animus of Will into Paraffin Enforcer would be the alternate. But I think it's good enough to pick. It's really difficult, I think, to say no to multi-strike. Anyway, we don't have any of those upgrades here, so we'll just move on. I think that's fine. A 10. I'm actually happy not to take this. Although it's kind of costing us gold, because at the very least if I skip this it's going to be gold. But this is the type of thing... This is the type of fight that can hurt us. No, it should be fine. Surely it's fine. Surely it's fine. I think what we do is we set up Animus of Will up the top and build behind her. Have to put the drag. Oh, it doesn't matter where the drag goes because the drag will get boosted to kill that if I put it back. Okay. We'll see what happens if we don't draw. I guess Animus has to go here then. Ah, with explosive. Yeah, I think we're fine. Explosive will do a good amount of damage. Still no burnout extension though. Aha. We can drag behind that. Are we up against... spikes or not? I can't remember. It's probably better to do this. And now we hope we get stuff. We did not. We can block with the train steward, that's probably worth it. We can't with the block with the train steward up top, unfortunately. And we've got no room for a train steward mid. I think we have problems. That sounds like a spoiler. If this had gone top, we would have been able to block for it more. But even then, like, these get one shot by this. And then Animus. I should have upgraded Animus actually. That would have been okay. I don't think I lose much by putting 25 health onto the Animus. Just for the short term. And it unlocks Razor Sharp Edge and beating fights like this quite comfortably, I think. Rip. I think we had to play most of the early game exactly the same. Because I took this armor trial anyway. Or maybe not. I don't know. What we could potentially do is set up a Animus of Will Paraffin Enforcer floor. I'm not sure about that. I'm gonna blame this on the first run of the day, but it is clearly my fault. So maybe I shouldn't. Do we put it here? I think we have to. And the reason we have to is to stop these resolve things. We can put this one behind. Now this burns out. Very sad life for a Rector flicker. Okay. I'm not sure if this works either. We are in Struggleville. Putting stuff top would have been better. Oh hey, we got a purifying cleanse. Boom. Yeah, that does it. Yeah, the simple thing would have been to put 25 on Animus. Although it depends, right? I wanted to leave it open to putting Large Stone and Quick on Animus at some point. And then infusing with Paraffin, or doing it the other way around, depending on how my burnout extending is going. Hey Grid. Also, welcome Highland Rain. Whenever there's a bunch of words together, I sometimes question if I'm doing it right. We'll take this. Maybe I should have put 25 health. It's hard to say. I think it would have been safer. Here's Wicklash, here's Draft. So, Wicklash is good damage, but lower burnout. I think picking up a third Purifying Cleanse is probably it. Draft is very good. Draft is very good. The problem with Draft is that I'm already struggling with one burnout card and keeping it up. And I don't want to infuse... I don't necessarily want to infuse it to give multi-strike. I think Animus of Will is good enough to infuse. I mean, I could Paraffin into Draft and then dupe the Draft, but that seems difficult. Is everything from high to Highland to Highland? Highland train? Interesting. I think it's interesting. We all have like these online names, and there's not only is there like different ways to interpret a lot of them in terms of pronunciation, but we always also are fighting for shortened versions of everything and giving each other nicknames. Do I want to know your in real life name? I don't know. Let's purify and cleanse. Your son said I think too much. Okay. I guess I don't think I can argue with that. I didn't know your son was listening to me. Shout out to Cod's son. Let's take the sharpen. Oh, we could have had draft and bounty stalker. We could have had draft and bounty stalker. Now our choice is bounty stalker with no reforms. I don't mind picking something here just for the base stat. Just for the base stats. We can pick up like Husk Hermit. Declare backliners. Your name is Tom. What a wonderful name. Dupe. I mean, do we dupe these purifying cleanse? Do we just have more? I'm not sure if we do. Like, this is good and all, but we're giving up our chance to go to this Merchant of Magic and potentially hit holdover or double stack or something. And that seems good. We're not going to visit another Merchant of Magic soon. So yeah, if we can hit something like this and sort of figure out, oh, is this too expensive? If I double stack, I don't get to roll for holdover. So I believe it's 1 and 4 to see it as this first upgrade. There are 4 major upgrades, and I believe that it's not weighted at all. But then when you include re-rolling, I think it's about 2 out of 4, because you can't see this one, so it's guaranteed that you see 2 different ones out of the 4 possible total if you can roll. In this case, I'm not sure if I want to roll for holdover, because I'd be giving up on double stack, and double stack is okay. If I buy double stack for 110, I have 140 left, which isn't enough to re-roll and buy holdover. So I have to choose between picking up double stack now or potentially losing out on having any good upgrades by rolling for holdover. So I think I just take double stack. Which is not, it's not amazing, but it certainly helped. The question is whether I leave something open, right? Like, I could leave this at 1 cost and I think I'd be okay. And then, yeah, I have the potential to put intrinsic on it. That's probably good. That's probably not too bad. So instead I'll -1 sharpen or razor sharp, I guess. Let's click on this first. Or do we? Do we click on that first? Yeah. No! What do I do? I just dupe this purifying cleanse? This is like the one time where I was like, you know what, maybe ×5. Copy all the purifying cleanses, infinite heals. I think that's okay. I don't hate it. With purifying cleanses, we won't die. And then 5 times Druid. Okay. This will start falling off when these heals become, when 15 doesn't matter anymore. But what should I -1 on? A razor sharp? Let's go. 5 times Druid was your first 5 times dupe ever. I mean, it's certainly a choice, right? Here's pushback, and pushback is confusing. Do we set up on the bottom? I feel like we don't need to set up on the bottom, right? Because we don't have reforms to reform all the way up anyway. Or sharpen. I picked it up to clear backline units who ram themselves into Rector Flicker, but these ones have armor, so it's kind of just sitting here. It's also too expensive. It's a very sad life. I also picked Husk Kermit for a similar reason, and now the armor is also ruining Husk Kermit's life. So these things are happening. This is very strange. So we're getting pushed back, and then I don't think Talos is going to come back up here to swap them back around. I'm pretty sure that's not happening. So it's a little bit interesting. It just needs some damage somehow. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say no to damage, if I'm being honest. We'll do this. Yeah, our plan is going to be to get Rector Flicker to solo Talos, I guess. I suppose. Seems like a plan. No! Goodbye, Animus. I feel like Animus has had a tough life. Um... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this helps. I think. Now we just need some heals. Ah, what do you know? We've got heals. Who would have thunk? Okay. Not ideal. Not ideal. But luckily we don't have to deal with another fight like Pushback Talos. Adaptive mutation. I mean sure, right? We have to pick adaptive over something like quick. I feel like we do. I feel like it's not much of a choice. And then draw. I think unit upgrades are very important. We need to get them online quickly. I also want my removals, but I think if we can go here, get them sorted, then it opens us up to visit a lot of merchants of magic to close out. Which is sad because I really want the removals. But we'll go to this one because there's a divine boons here, so we can afford to. And again, I think figuring it out early helps us make better decisions later. Endless. Large. Do we do it? Do we put large stone on Animus? Large the sweepy boy? I don't hate that. So the benefit of not putting large stone on Animus is that we can go one extra capacity and then dupe. If we put Paraffin Enforcer into Animus. It's probably too risky, actually. I think we put Animus into Paraffin Enforcer, and then we get to start the burnout ticks whenever we want. We don't have to manage both Paraffin Enforcers burnout and Rector Flicker's burnout at the same time. Yeah, let's large this. Help us with the next fight. I'm going to pick this up because we'll go here, and I want the gold for there as well. Second paraffin. Do we just paraffin into paraffin? No, we take the multi-strike we've been given. I'm a bit worried. There's still a chance we miss. We take this. There's still a chance we miss not multi-strike. Burnout. We got it. I'm conflicted. We can put Husk Hermit here, and it just it takes care of these for us. But ideally, we want to be fighting the boss on the lowest floor possible because this one gets stronger as it goes up. So maybe we do something like Like that. No, you were meant to come later. Hopefully we get something to kill this next turn. Ah. I like how this sharpen is just like not good enough to do what I want. It's so close, but also just it's not good enough. It lives a very sad life. Almost as sad as the Animus, who is just there at the moment to get infused. We need some heals though. And we're certainly getting to the point where this plus 15 is not necessarily that good. Oh, I needed to help out Paraffin. These do so much damage. Maybe I did need the sweep on the bottom. We need to heal this. Maybe I needed to double heal that. No. These just hit like a truck. Oh, no, let's not do that. Ask him to the rescue. Reform! We have reform! But it's random reform. I'm not sure if we take it. It means I can't play out Dregs. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how good that is. Let's take it anyway. Edge Prior channel song. I like channel song. I think it's. I don't think it's a pick here. Edge Prior is kind of interesting, right? -1 cost to healing cards. Seems like it reduces most of our deck. The problem is that we never get to we never get to play it because we got a 36 card deck and it's just like sitting around there somewhere. I like Preserve Thorns, lets us dig deeper. I need to get damage on this infusion so it doesn't get sapped to death. That is correct. Edge Prior just seems like so much value. But our deck's too fat. I think our deck's just too big. More unit upgrades. I think this is it. This is... Ah, we take the multi-strike. What was I going to say? Do we take the multi-strike? I guess so. What was I going to say? If we don't put health on these paraffin enforcers, then we need a way to not die to spikes. Because multi-strike puts us close. We're gonna look here, see if there's intrinsic. Okay, if we see intrinsic here, I think maybe we can do paraffin enforcer into animus instead. Because we can intrinsic a purifying cleanse, and we can duplicate it. That gives us burnout extension to start. And that puts us a long way towards some stability. I think that's pretty good. We can take multi-strike here. But we also want health. Wait, what does Paraffin Enforcer give? It doesn't give anything other than its ability, right? COD has me suddenly freaked out about Sap Seraph. So we probably do roll for large. Here we go. It's good. I don't mind it. So the thing is, do we intrinsic onto like 6 purifying cleanse, a double stacked one, or a normal one? These ones cost 0, which is great. But they buy us fewer additional turns. We can -2 an adaptive. I want permafrost on that. That's what's really important. -2 the sharpen. Oh no, I'm not sure about that though. Let's just do this. Thorn fruit. I like thorn fruit. I think that's very good. I think that's really good for us. Do we remove Husk Hermit yet? We'll keep it in. Oh no, we have to remove it because we just did the intrinsic thing. Yeah. There we go. Crystal Cloak. Uh-oh. I think we can be fine for Crystal Cloak. Potentially. Hey Daichiel. Yes, early morning. Oh no! See, our backline damage is terrible. That's our biggest problem at the moment. And I did pass up on Glimmer. Although I feel like playing out Glimmer here, not that good anyway. Crystal Cloak. What's that say? Ugh. Ugh. Yes. I think Crystal Cloak is friendlier than Harpy though, I suppose. The idea is that we leave everything in here and then we block Crystal Cloak on the way up. What did I? Oh, I played Explosive. Let's bring it back. Okay. So we need to remember, even though we're throwing heals on this, we also need to throw Burnout Extension onto that. I guess it's wax, not beef, but that's a lot. Okay. That's it's some tanking. We're down to 6. The best we can do is 2 more. I mean, all we need to do is draw Adaptive Mutation, really. Oh wait, we win, right? Yeah. 4 times 14 is whatever it is. 56? So we more... yeah. Not bad. Oh, we get to sharpen. Amazing. I guess it's like... oh, there's my arm again. There's one good aspect of not being able to remove trained stewards before this fight. Engulfed in smoke. Engulfed in smoke's not too bad. It buys us turns. I think we do it. We can't always heal as much as we need to. Yeah, I suppose. Okay. I think it's Merchant of Magic time. And removal time. Goodbye, trained stewards. So long. Although the sharpen comes close. Remove consume. I think we're better off just permafrosting adaptive, as opposed to remove consuming it. We can up these restores, give us a little bit more healing. I'm tempted to make these 0 so we can spam them, but also Awoken's Rail Spike. Kinda not too bad either. Allows us to dig deeper. I think that's the main thing we're gonna want to be doing, is digging deeper. Okay. Okay, we could let's double stack this Engulfed in Smoke. 4 turns is ridiculous. 4 turns is very good. I may have spent too much. Yeah, it's fine. We pick up what, 100 gold here, and then we pick up 75. It's fine. I'm happy that you now have your emotes. Feel free to spam. I think this is fine. We can do this. Maybe, like, do we need it to be? This is probably okay. Maybe the correct choice is actually to use the infusions to get basically purge units. We certainly have an oversized deck at the moment. An oversized deck, yes. Unfortunately, that is the life we live. I've given up keeping the reform pool clean. Can we actually do anything yet? No, it's not worth it. Get that out of the deck. Should we play this sharpen? Probably not. Let's consume these out. Okay, we've got engulfed in smoke, so we may as well, I think. This protects us for the next 4 turns. 6 and 11. What can we hit with Rail Spike that we would actually want to hit? Yay! Rage! I guess we dig deeper for adaptive mutation. That's probably all I should be thinking about now. What we want is to get to... Oh, we can't do it. If we can get this over 210. We can get it to 220. But that's another 4. Wait, can we do it? There we go. More stealth. Oh, but we've got adaptive. I think either wins from here. We'll adaptive. Yeah. Yay, we get to hit foul. Okay. I don't think there's a lot to say about this. We take our draw. We keep Rector Flicker alive, and then we just keep up our health. Not having quick on Rector Flicker is kind of not on Rector Flicker, on Animus is kind of sad times, but I think we're fine. With Root Split Mask, everything sort of evens out. Nice. And yeah, at the moment we're hoping that one adaptive plus stealth gets us where we want to be. This is a skip, I think. This Devourer of Death infusion is something we could have used earlier onto something with Endless. We saw a lot of Endless. And that would have helped with our backline issues. I think we continue to go draw. Although Ember's looking pretty good too. We've got Root Split Mask, not Root Split Mask, Thorn Fruit, which actually adds us draw every turn. So maybe I'm okay to go Ember here. This lets us play Sharpen whenever we see it. But it lets us play more heals out. It lets us play Engulfed in Smoke, Rail Spike for more, Fatal Melting. I think it's okay. Continue with these. We're looking for Permafrost. We're looking potentially for Holdover. Here's Holdover. What do we do with Holdover now? We upgraded Engulfed in Smoke. We probably don't need it on Purifying Cleanse. We upgraded Fatal Melting. We didn't remove Consume from Adaptive. We can just put it on Razor Sharp. Or we can put it on... No, not Sharpen. We can put it on a heal. Spell Chain. We can Spell Chain. I don't know. I'm just making things up here. I think the best thing we have is Razor Sharp. If we spend 50, we go down to what? 180? I think we just spend the -1. Double stack? Another double stack. Wow. This game really doesn't want to give me my Permafrost. How often is Permafrost the upgrade you're searching for? And yeah, I don't think it's very often, right? And then the one time we are, it's elusive. But that's fine. It's fine. Exactly, it seems to be one way or the other, right? We can take Heaven Seal because we've got Root Split Mask. To be honest, I can't complain much. We've hit so much of what we've needed every single run so far. It's been pretty good. We can't kill this, but we got our Engulfed in Smoke in time to not get Ember Drained. And that's actually really good. So we'll take that. We'll drop to 10 next turn. Yay, we reduce the cost of a Purifying Cleanse. That's probably worth it. I think because we still have these dregs in our deck, it pays to play the Awoken Rail Spike early. I didn't do that last fight, but I think, after thinking about it, I think it's correct. Get like these restores out of the deck. We still play these while we can. We still prioritize playing things that make us stronger. But if there's a chance to race through the deck and get rid of the dregs first time through very, very quickly, then I think we take it. That's stealth. The stealth, it feels like it lasts forever. It's really, really good. Here's adaptive. We'll let's do it that way. I don't think we care about the loss of attack that much. It just means we get more hits in now, I suppose. Ah. I'm just gonna end turn. Nice. We actually hit that engulfed in smoke quite often. Yeah, so the way adaptive works is it takes this current attack number and current health number and switches them over. So the number it switches over is inclusive of rage, but after it switches, that the number of health becomes the base attack, and then you get the rage boost on top of that base attack. So it's really, really good. Effectively, this rage ends up becoming part of the extra health you get, and then yeah. So multiple adaptive mutations every so often actually end up scaling you heaps. It's a good way to get a good amount of health. That's true. Wax and spike. Resin removal. Do we resin removal? I like resin removal. I don't want to pick resin removal and then have it get in the way of winning. What are the chances? Not high. I think we'll be fine. There's double stack again. We need a lot of pact shards. So I think we merge two units together and we add this. Because I don't think we want to dupe anything that will give us pact shards. Yeah, we've got nothing that we'd want to dupe, I think. Have a quick look at this first. Winged Steel. Winged Steel is good. We can trigger this very often, especially with Thorn Fruit. And it's another one of those dig deeper cards, artifacts, sorry. Do you ever wish you could double stack a double stacked card? Just like double stack. It'd probably be too good, right? Another holdover. Another holdover. Oh. Adaptive. What if buying two on the same card, like, fused together to make one upgrade or triple stack? And it still only took up one upgrade slot if you like double stack. It's like a special combo of upgrades. I think that would introduce something too complicated. But I think it'd be pretty cool, right? If you had these special upgrade combos that like do special things. So my plan was actually, wait a second, I do have something I want to dupe, because my plan was to dupe the this one. But that's an extra 5. That puts us to 75, and then we take 75. If I dupe this, then I never have to worry about bad hands screwing me over with Rector Flicker's burnout. I don't think I have to really anyway. What do we have? We've got 8. We've got 8 purifying cleansers. If I dupe, we've got 9. Do we want to have 9 purifying cleansers? Is that what we want? Keep in mind, I also turned down a purifying cleanse to pick up this entombed explosive. We could have had 10. I skipped a dupe. I get through these runs way faster than you do. I'm not sure if that's true. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 other than the initial purifying cleanse. And we draw 7, 8 potentially a turn. So, well, we draw 6 in the first turn. And then 8 in the next 2 turns probably. That's 16, that's 22. We get to see 22 out of 36. And all we have to see... Oh, we've got Awoken's Rail Spike as well that we could potentially hit. And Preserve Thorns. And all we have to see is one more of these. Our actual scaling plan. We have Animus of Will with Paraffin Enforcer inside. And 4 times multi-strike. Sorry, multi-strike 3. 4 hits. That's our plan. And adaptive for the bonus health if we need it. We also have Razor Sharp Edge with holdover. And sharpen. Oh dear. I don't know why Sharpen feels like such a joke to me. It's very sad. But Sharpen isn't really that good. Yeah, I think we just dupe that. There's nothing better to dupe, really. Other than adaptive. But even adaptive feels unnecessary. So we'll dupe this. I guess I would have liked to have duped Engulfed in Smoke. But this feels safer. Remove Train Steward. Do we do this? I guess this is okay. And we'll increase the heal on that one too. That gets us to 100. And then we'll remove this final Train Steward and probably a Restore. These are easy enough to throw out, I think. Okay. We got 100, we spent all our gold-ish. Yeah, spent all our gold. Let's go. This shouldn't be too hard. I probably spent too long making decisions there that didn't really matter. Here we go. Do we smoke? I suppose. No reason not to. We have Animus hitting all the way through anyway, so we can get rid of these. Doesn't matter. Resin removal seems not worth it. The Dreg was worth it. The Dreg was worth it. I should have played the Dreg. I certainly should have played the Dreg. Get these consume cards out. Preserved Thorns. Yeah, sure. Against Divinity, this will be even better because Animus will always have something to hit and scale damage off. Ah, I can Fatal Melting. Did I not play that at one point? Get this out of the deck. And yeah, we're cruising now, I think. I'm not even going to play this Sharpen. We're just going to search for Engulfed in Smoke again. We got enough time to see adaptive, I think. Ah, we don't have much health. Good thing we do have smoke. Ah, and we've got Fatal Melting. Oh, we have a full heal. Boom. 200 health. And so, Relentless Divinity actually doesn't do much damage, so I think we're fine. Like, Divinity won't get through that. And the regular waves won't get through this. The main thing will be the stealth. We have to hit Engulfed in Smoke every so often. But once that happens, it's kind of over. Nice. We take that. I remember when I first started playing, Legion of Wax was sort of like this conundrum. I just didn't understand. Hey, just somebody. Burnout Paradise. Which one was Burnout Paradise? What platform was that on? I played one Burnout game a ton with friends back when, you know, you'd go to friends' houses and play video games. There was one with like, what was it? It was like a crash mode where you try and crash your car and like you get points based on your crash. Is that correct? Something like that. It was a ton of fun. And also, of course, the racing was good. The racing was a ton of fun too. So, I feel like I don't have... I feel like I can fatal melting here. Not have to deal with the spikes. Yeah, I'll probably Adaptive Animus this time. The extra base health is kind of nice. We'll leave it. Because we drew it at the end of the deck anyway. Have I mentioned how nice early root split mask is? It just lets you plan for not having to kill entire floors. Uh-oh. We're taking damage. I mean, this damage is not the worst thing. We'll want something for this maybe. Maybe I should have played it down here. These are like tough. Yeah. Maybe that was a mistake. We'll see. I think we're still fine. The problem is if we Awoken's Rail Spike and hit stealth, we can't play it. Did I say it was fine? How much damage are they doing? 12, 12, 45, 45. So that's 90, 102, 114. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. We're guaranteed to hit the stealth next turn, so all good. It's nice having like decent base health, but I think we adapt with this now. There we go. And now we have to worry about a little bit less about everything. Here we go. As soon as you got Diablo 3, your PlayStation trophies stopped mattering. Yep, I can see that. Whoops. Should have probably put the heal on the unit that needed help. It's fine. I think this is a win. GG. I think Rector Flicker, Burnbright, Rector Flicker is not bad, but it's one of those things where if this challenge didn't allow restarts, it can trip you up. It's especially early game. There are just bad draws that completely ruin things.